Behind the Great Yarmouth Wall, houses stand, built in parallel lines, divided by rows, a few feet wide. Precious this space, where the sun never shines.
Row names: Barnaby the baker's, Neil the shipmaker's, and Davy the watchmaker's row. Page the pipe maker, Blake the linen draper, and Brown the candle maker's row. North and south, custom house, Three Herrings and Nathaniel's fish row. Mariner's compass, Nelson and Ship tavern, and Chamber the sailmaker's row. Bird in a hand, peacock and pigeon, and pop in a jay row. Lion and lamb, the gal and can, and rose and crown row. Dog and duck, horse and cart, and the crown and heart row. Split gutters, kitty witches, and body snatchers row.
A tribute to the fishing communities of East Anglia and of the Moray Firth, whose livelihood has been the herring.
If you fish for the herring, they rule your life. They swim at night. You've got to be out there at night waiting for them to swim.
With our nets and gear we're faring.
Of course, it's a wonder too, you see. You pick one of these little fish up, and that's vibrant with life, like that.
On the wild and wasteful ocean.
Numbers, you realise that there's only one of millions and millions and millions. When the little people swim up properly, they really do it.
It's there on the deep that we harvest and reap our bread.
There's no lazy man when herring about.
As we hunt the bonny shows of heron.
When you're doing well and catching fish, they talk to them all the time. Come on, spin up, my darlings, come on. And they absolutely cajole them into the nets. And wherever the herring are, the fishermen will go after them. You might be working 200 miles from Aberdeen on the Norwegian deep water, or off Shields. If the herring are there, you have to go and get them.
Through the channels of dark and light, rats elongate. Troll carts echo location. Tiny houses all in a row. In a row, tiny houses all in a row. Through the channels of dark and light, daylight eclipses people all in a row. All in a row, daylight eclipses people. Moonlight guides the herring boat to shore. Drunken fishermen row in a pub along a row. Eerie winds whisper through the corridors of dark and light. Ancient moans and groans, plague-ridden bones, darkened, hungry energy ready to pounce. Birth canals deliver you to the town. Through the channels of dark and light, you divide, collide, and hide you from the town. Criss-cross ley lines, channels of dark and light. Parallel attitude, parallel latitude. Through those channels, the birth canals deliver you. East and west, rise and set. Within the rows, no sun yet. A network of passageways, transition points. hidden megabytes of unknown destinations. A passing car screeches a sound of modern life, vibrates, and myriads of corridors, channels of dark and light, passageways of time.
Angel Row. Silence was broken, not a song from a bird. Howling cries from a lover is all that was heard. His heart had been broken, he'd been betrayed. In a pool of blood, Lord Bensley laid. The sharp razor fell from the grip of his fist, as the cold light of day dawned through morning mist. No rose-covered cottages, no sweet smell, only a ramshackled hovel where no angels dwell. Crying the wind. What is it I fear in the dead of night, crying the wind as I tread? Is it the blackness of the hour, or the shadows that lay ahead? Is it the stench or the rats I encounter, the drunkard slumped in a heap? Will the fishermen hear my cry as they rest in a heavy sleep? Is it the cold damp air I breathe, filling my lungs to hollow? The wind is blowing from the east, storms are brewing for tomorrow. My fear is the narrow pathways, making my boots wear thin. My feet are sore and blistered, it's the petrified kidneys that lay within.
Come all you gallant fishermen that plough the stormy sea, the whole year round on the fishing grounds of the northern Minch and the Norway deeps, on the banks and knolls and the North Sea holes where the herring shoals are found. It's there you'll find the Norfolk boys and lads from Peterhead. There's Bucky Cheels and men from Shields on the northern Minch and the Norway deeps, on the banks and knolls of the North Sea holes where the herring shoals are found. From Fraserburgh and Aberdeen, from Whitby, Yarmouth town, the fleet's away at the break of day to the northern Minch and the Norway deeps, to the banks and knolls and the North Sea holes where the herring shoals are found.
Once I went to the fishing, it took a sort of hold of me. When we came ashore to try another job, somehow the sea always took you back.
There was about 378 men and boys in this village, fishermen, out of this village. When we left school, there was C.O. jail or us. I left school when I was 12 years old. Felt right a big man. Yes, I did, and went to sign on to go to sea in the office. When I got home, my mother said, "How do you get on, boy?" I said, "I signed on. We're going to sea tomorrow."